This is the Global Podcast Network, where executives and professionals connect, share, and inspire. Stay tuned for the conversations that drive success.
I'm going to talk about something today I believe many of us can relate to. Let's say you plan something out, you get close to that goal, you're ready to nail it, or feel like you're right there. You're in the zone. And then it doesn't take place. And maybe you procrastinate. Maybe you're just putting things in your own way and you don't even know you're doing it. And maybe some of that is because of people in your life that might affect this change or this goal that you've got here. Maybe something is stealing your power. I'm not going to say maybe you know it. You know it. You just don't want to admit it. We're going to talk about that and a lot more today. And she has given lots of insight. I'm a little concerned, intimidated because I was supposed to fulfill a challenge, which that she put me to, which we'll get to in a moment. She is an amazing coach that empowers many different areas from harnessing energy, soul healing, just moving your life forward. Heidi Meckley is back with us. How are you doing today?
Oh, a little tired, but I'm here. Ha- Had some technical issues this morning, but we still made it because it's about showing up and making it to where you're supposed to be.
You pulled it off. But you know what? You get a lot of slack because you got a lot going on in your life between life changes and lots going on. So yeah, I'm impressed that you, with your tech issues, 3 minutes you got it rolling. So all good. So refresh me on this challenge that you threw my way last week.
Okay, well, the challenge was for you to journal this week, understanding that you didn't have to journal at the same time every day and to journal as much as you could for the week because of it being like something you've had hanging on, which I've felt for a while now. Because almost every episode journaling comes up and you're like, yeah, I should challenge. I'm like, okay, that's it. We can't let him say should anymore. Needs to get to a point where I get to. Okay. It shouldn't be a problem. There's a block. There's a reason he's not doing this. So I challenged you to actually journal this past week as much as you can before we met so that you can see what it felt like. And I knew you were going to get something from it. There's something once you start the journaling, you're going to receive some massive answers on. You're not going to like them because of what you got to do to take care of them, but you will get the answers you need. Then you've got the choice to decide, are you going to do it or are you going to continue with the path you're on?
I know the answers will be revealed, whether I want to see them or not. I did journal, but I'm going to admit not to the level that I intended to. And this is currently me. So even going to the gym, I'll make a commitment. I'm going for an hour. I go, but I honestly, I don't really like push it hard. So I'm not really seeing the results. I'm showing up. I'm barely getting the hour in. Next week is the complete change of intentionally waking up earlier, getting things done, things that are floating out there. Um, Not to go into detail, but it's in line with what we're talking about here today. Like you showed up with this topic. It's me. I get it.
And it's not random.
No. And why things aren't getting done to my satisfaction. I know what the answer is. I don't even need to get into it. I already know. It's like it's there. Slowly making changes, but we were going to talk about, you get close to your goals, you're afraid of leaving people behind or people leaving your life. I'm there. I got you. It's all there. I see it. It's got to be like a cold turkey, like that goes there, this goes here, this over here is reaching the goals and succeeding with what I want to do. But I think a lot of us probably struggle with this. Would you say?
Oh, absolutely. Because it's one of the big things I end up talking to my clients on is goal setting. And I have a whole separate way that I do goal setting, and a whole course on it as well, because I look at it completely different. because I can see my possible paths or my clients' possible up to 5 paths that they could possibly be doing or going down, depending on the choices they make, it makes it a little different for me. But when
Mm.
you're going after these goals, like right now, I'm in the middle of a huge transition of getting rid of a house, moving into an RV, traveling the US and overseas, doing all these things, right? I had to take one of the cats over my mother-in-law's. One of the cats is coming with us, and the kiddo is staying behind. Are you hearing me okay?
Oh, I got you loud and clear. I get it. Like yeah.
Okay, perfect. So, as I'm taking my 10-year-old cat to my mother-in-law's, the reason I'm leaving him before people backlash and come at me for this is because he started there and he was like 2 years old when he came to our house. And he's an indoor outdoor cat. So to take him and put him in an RV and tell him he can never go outside again because I don't want to lose him
Mm.
would be
Mm.
cruel.
Mm-hmm.
Sending him back to where he came from so he can roam is the right thing to do. Does it make it easy? No. I was bawling my eyes out because I didn't want to leave him behind. And of course, then I've got my 18-year-old sitting next to me, knowing that we're leaving him behind because he doesn't ship out until February because he's choosing to stay behind. We gave him options. This is what he's choosing. It doesn't make it easy. My heart felt like I was going to explode because
Mm.
I'm leaving my babies behind. I'm taking one with me that's so skittish and all the things and what's going to happen to her. It would be so easy to say, I'm not going to do this. We're just going to stay here. We'll just find another place. We just got to get out of this big house. But I know in my heart and in my soul, because of having the soul connection and understanding that by doing that, when I get to the point where I'm looking back over my life, I will regret that for the rest of my life. Because the key is we're on wheels. If there's an issue, a problem with my kiddo, my mother in law, anyone that happens to be in this area, we just pack up and come back
Yeah.
and visit and help deal with what it is. If we're overseas, we jump on a plane. It might take us a hot minute to get here, but we will always come back for the people because the people matter. And that's why I always tell people when they're like, "Oh, you're so busy." I'm like, "Listen,
People
I will
matter.
always make time for people."
People matter, but so do you. And that's what matters.
Yes. And I do also take time for me. I've always, and this is what I instill in all my clients is that's how you get your power back. You have to do you first, right?
Yep.
So like I sat here and I journaled this morning because I'm like a mess. And that's how I'm getting through it is by journaling out and then I'm like, wait a minute, and all these ideas and thoughts are coming to me. Look at the life that he's going to have because he had this time alone to prepare for where he's going. And look at what, and all these things are going through my, I'm like, look at the opportunities that all of these people around me are going to get because of what I'm doing. And it's the same thing. And I hear so much that people like, I had this dream. We were going to do this, but this happened. So we didn't because it hurt my heart too much. Well, you need to understand that hurt in your heart is only a moment in time. It will not last unless the people pass, right? Don't wish that on nobody. Okay. Um, but you got to understand you have the power to get to them. And through electronics and phones and all the things, you have that way to stay connected. And now there's those great things about those digital picture frames
Oh yeah.
where you can give each other codes and upload pictures of what's going on in each other's lives. It's amazing.
I started doing that
Don't get
last holiday
behind.
season. Can you hear me? Hello. I started
Yep.
doing that. One of them, not selling anything, but it seems to be reliable, and others have it. Framo is one of the brands of that frame. You get it on Prime Day, Amazon. It's like 40 something bucks, and I started giving those away and loved it so much as gifts. I'm going to do it again this year. Even my son's up at college, second year. We connect, we text all the time. We even, talk tech stuff, and I help him work on things and whatever. I'm going to get him a frame. like and he
Yeah,
can use it with others.
yep. How fun is it to see those pictures come through?
Yeah.
Like you've been at work all day, you come home and you just take a glance at the picture frame and it's floating and you're like, wait, there's new pictures on there.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are they up to? What are they doing? And it's great for grandparents and all the things. So you got to understand that pain. And trust me, it is hard. It is a heart puller. Your heart feels like it wants to explode.
Yep.
And you're like, how can I possibly be doing this? And you're crying. And it's okay. Just understand it's only a moment in time. Don't give up on you.
And I think we need to remember that we may never pass this way again. So at this juncture in your life, you have the opportunity. Why not seize it? Again,
Exactly.
you're a flight away, you're a car ride away, or an SUV or a motorhome ride away, whatever it is. It's not like you're going to another planet where you've been banished from planet Earth and that's it. Um, but because we care so much, we care about what others think and their feelings. And dare I say that that also takes away our power?
It can't, if you allow it. Again, it has to do with what you allow in your life and what you accept in your life, right? It's about having those conversations with the people that are involved and letting them know, listen, I love you. You mean the world to me. You need to understand fully. I'm a phone call away.
Hmm.
Okay. And we keep telling everyone around here, if I happen to have an event going on and there's a problem here, there is no reason my husband can't jump on a plane or jump in the car, whichever, depending on where we are, to get to them to help. It doesn't always have to be both of us, it could be one of us
100%.
because we're always here for them, but we're always going to make sure that we're taken care of as well. And then that comes to the cards. I created my own deck of cards. It's called Sacred Truth, a Soul Healer's Deck. And of course, I had to use part of my logo on here.
Love it.
It's, yeah. And I pulled a card for myself this morning because of everything going on. And I only just got these cards yesterday, by the way,
Can I
because they're
share
that new.
something that dropped in my
Sure.
head? Um, when I first see that on screen here, it almost looks like a passport. And I would even call that your passport to a new life.
That's awesome. I love that.
Just popped in my head. I mean, it sort of looks like that with the blue and the gold. Well, whatever. Um, can we turn the car, the SUV or the motorhome, whatever it is, to, by the way, for everybody, I say that because that's what you're doing.
Nice.
Very soon. That's the journey you're embarking on. I want to look at cards. So, oracle cards, tarot cards, these are cards that have information and the cards are pulled. I want everybody to understand it. So, when a card is pulled, even after everything is shuffled and it reveals a message or some insight, are we to believe that the universe made that card appear at that moment? Maybe the universe already knew you're picking that card. You don't even know you're picking that card. It's random. Pull it up. But it was meant to be. Is that how we should understand this?
Yes. Um, and I can give definite proof of that because when the cards arrived yesterday, I was on the phone with internet telling them I needed to cancel all the things. The cards get delivered, and I'm like, I'll deal. My first thought is I'll deal with it after, and then I get no, go get them now. So I said, hang on, I got to deliver it, gotta go get it. I'm a psychic soul healer. I do this, and she's like, oh my god, I just went and saw somebody last month, and she started telling me a story. I get the cards, and I'm like, I want to do this big reveal. Didn't happen because I was told open the box, open the cards. So I do. I'm sitting here shuffling. I'm on the phone waiting for answers, right? And this one card kept showing up 4 times. And I'm like, okay, that's it. I said, this card's for you because I know it's not for me. And I read her the card, and it had to do with fire, being fire and water, the both in symmetry. And she's like, oh my God. I said, what? Is there something wrong? She goes, what you just said is exactly what the last psychic medium said. How was I supposed to know that? I don't know. This random person I'm talking about closing out my account, right?
But even the fact that this is on her radar, she embraces it. This could be somebody who uh, thinks you're a little crazy.
Yeah, exactly. But that's the beauty of this is I'm only led to those that are ready to hear.
Hmm.
Okay. And even if somebody gives me pushback or makes comments, you can bet that that person's going to go and really think about what I said. Whether or not they'll come back for a full reading or anything of that nature, that's totally up to them. They're the ones that have to take that message and do with it what they will, because I am merely a messenger but I'm a different type of messenger. Remember, I'm not the one that talks to your dead loved ones and stuff. It's about connecting to your soul. Like this morning, the card that I pulled for me, I'll read this one to you guys, fits for everything that's happening right now. It says, "You didn't lose them, you found them. Grieve the goodbye, but celebrate the return of yourself." Which to me says, and what I'm getting from that is I'm grieving saying goodbye, but it's not a forever goodbye. But the human side of us feels like it is
Mm.
when we know it's only a moment. I'm going to see him again in February. I'm going to see him again every year when we come up, because it's
You're
not
going to
like
see
we're
him
running
every
away
day
or
on a
coming back.
screen, on a
Exactly.
FaceTime screen.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I get to snuggle him a few times a year. So it's not like he's gone. Same with the kiddo until he's obviously in the army. But once he's in the army and stuff, it's still, you can have the communication. And if he goes overseas or if he stations a place, we can follow as long as it's
Mm.
allowed. And it's not someone in a bad zone. But with the cards, you've got to understand that a lot of them actually come with little booklets and stuff. Mine, I don't have that because I have the top and the bottom where the bottom kind of explains it a little bit more. Um, because the whole
Mm.
point is for me to have a reading with it, but I'm creating a journal that goes with it as well, so that you can dive deeper. With every card, there'll be 3 to 5 journal prompts so that you can dive in to the meaning of this card and how it fits in your life now. Because it's a 52 card deck, and you can use this throughout the year or throughout your life, and that meaning is going to change for you as you grow. As long as you're growing. If the meaning doesn't change, you know you need to do something different.
Mm.
That's the piece people forget to do.
Something just popped in my head related to your internet provider phone call. So you shared something personal with her in regard to being a psychic soul healer. It resonated. She got it. It could have been silence on the phone, and she could have been thinking, "Who's this person? Let me get this done and move on." I'm going back, I don't know, like 6 months ago, and I don't know if I shared with you, like blood tests, not my thing. Freaks me out. Change the date whenever I got to go. So I had some health stuff come up, had to do, more tests, whatever. It's all good. Everything's fine. Um, but the game changer for me, and now I changed my mindset to the part. Not, it doesn't bother me now. I'm all good. I don't poke me 100 times. It's all good. Kind of laugh at it now. Um, you know what the turning point was?
What's that?
Sitting there in the chair, ready to get blood drawn. And I start talking with the phlebotomist, and I'm just trying to talk just to get, get it off my mind. And I started talking about exactly what we're talking about: psychics, metaphysics, all of that. She was like, "Oh, yeah, same exact thing that you just said was this person, the phlebotomist." And that was the moment where my car turned in my mind, where this was easy. This is 24 seconds and done. I'm good now. She was there for a reason, as was that customer service rep from the internet company for you yesterday. No doubt.
Exactly. And it happens throughout our life more often than we think. It's just everybody gets so busy in the day to day that they're not paying attention to what's happening right in front of them. Whether it's, again, in seeing something, butterflies, rabbits, deer, certain birds. It's not always cardinals, people, okay? There's many different types of birds. It depends on who or what your loved ones liked, right? And I know those are all messages and stuff to let you know that they're near and giving you the signals. But the problem is the people that are always saying, "Give me a sign, give me a sign, give me a sign," and then you're getting the sign over and over again, and you're like, "I'm not going to accept that because that's not what I want to hear." Uh, you're just going to keep getting the same stuff over and over again, and you're not going to move forward if you don't say, "I need to stop and see the sign for what it is and take that step."
Yeah. And I
You're
found
not
it my
going to.
If I
But
journey, be specific. You don't have to say, I need to see a blue jay. Just say, I want, please send me a sign, even if it's a loved one, and please make it specific so that you know it was for you, but you got to do your part and look around. And to the point of the people on the phone and the phlebotomist, I did think it was, well, it's kind of cool. We connected on that level. As you're talking, I was aware of it. As you're talking, I just had the realization that was my turning point. That was my turning point where I just left fear behind. It was then. I didn't realize that. I just thought it was, an evolution of, no, that was the pinnacle moment. She was there for a reason. Yours was there for a reason. Um, are your cards available? Will they be soon?
they will be. Um, I haven't had a chance with the big move and everything because they only arrived yesterday to get like a link or something up there. But if they watch my Facebook page, which is just Heidi Meckley, um, I will be definitely putting them out there first for everybody. And those who buy the first set will get, I've only got 24 set card decks with me. Um, those who purchase any of the first 24 will get a up to, I'm going to say it, will get a 15% discount on the journal that goes with it when it comes out.
Steve needs that. Uh, can you can you pull a card? Use me as an example, or just a universal card,
Absolutely.
just to
We
illustrate how this
gotta,
works.
we gotta knock it, or I don't have sage or anything right here with me. You would sage the cards or knock it to clear the energy because I pulled for me first. We don't want my energy in there because
Oh,
then I'll be another card for me and we'll be like, this doesn't fit you, and I know it's for me.
I've never heard
So
that before, by the way.
you got to clear the energy from the person you did it for, because the whole thing is I'm working to connect with you. And as I hold the cards, I'm putting that energy into the cards. Everything is energy, remember. It doesn't matter if it's a solid item. So let's see what
So,
happens here.
and we have about a minute ish. Do we? Do I set an intention in my mind what I'm looking for, or how does that work?
You can, but because I've been working with you for so long, it's like I'm getting chills because we're connected. Um, and this, whatever this is gonna hit. I really wish I could connect with you outside of this. You really need to connect with me. I'm telling you, we need to talk.
I'll be texting you. Give you my address and
Because
and
it's
pay for my cards. I'm serious.
okay. This is the card that I pulled,
Okay.
and I
It's
have
it's clear,
designed.
but it's hard to see. You're gonna have to read that one.
Yes, I'm going to read it, but I have designed all these myself. It says, "You are held by something greater. Even in silence, you're surrounded. Spirit doesn't leave; it leads. You have your third eye open, and you can do more than you want to admit to because there's fear around it." And those are the people that come to me because I'm guiding those who have the gifts, that know they have them in their life, and how to make them comfortable with it and use them for good in their lives and others. This is you.
I'm not saying this just because you're saying it. I feel it. I feel it all the time. And not everybody can say that. Like there's something more, you know, um, intuitive going on there, but I haven't tapped it yet. Yeah, a little bit here and there. But and I don't want to, I'm not a psychic soul healer. I'm not be a psychic, whatever. But
You would
the,
be whatever you are, but that's determined when you dive into it more.
right. There's something and I feel good stuff coming, and it's not just for me, it's to help others.
Yes.
Yeah.
You are definitely a service and us. You are definitely here to serve, but you can't forget about you.
Yep. I'm like
You
I'm like
do
what I
like
was.
to put
No, you're right. That's where
yourself
I
last.
that's kind of where I went wrong along the way there. I'm like a service dog. um, how do we connect with you, Heidi? Your website, how do we find you on social?
My website's going to be in the middle of a huge transition. So if you happen to hit it and it's down, please know it's getting completely revamped. It is HeidiMeckley.com. So your best bet is social to reach out to me. Heidi Meckley anywhere and everywhere. Um, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok. I'm on them all. And you can message me from there or email me at, this is a little different email, Heidi Meckley coaching at gmail.com, because I want to make sure it gets to me with the website change, because that other one's connected to the website.
I love your cards in that they're easy to understand. When you get deep into tarot, a little bit of oracle, you have to interpret the cards. I have a deck of the only deck, what, about a year or so ago, angel cards. Kyle Gray designed them, and it's just simple. And that's what it seems like yours are. And fantastic. Thank you for today. So much insight. And I think, maybe an eye opener for a lot of us. Truly appreciate it. I will be in touch because I need cards. I think it's fantastic.
Awesome.
You are the passport to a new life. Yeah.
Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it.
I appreciate you.
But
Thanks
so are you.
Well, working on that, figuring that out.
That's why we need to have a chat. We'll get you there.
Yep. We'll talk. As they say here in New York, we'll talk.
Yes.
Thanks. All right. We'll catch up soon. Okay.
This is the Global Podcast Network, where executives and professionals connect, share, and inspire. Stay tuned for the conversations that drive success.